important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.
All right, what's happening, guys? It is Wednesday, March 4th, 2020. I'm happy to be back here with you guys this morning. And we're going to talk this morning about something that is near and dear to my heart. It is the power of being grateful. The power of being grateful. Man, I don't think there's anything in life that really outlasts or outperforms the power of a grateful heart. And so I want to talk to you guys this morning about the power of being and staying grateful in your life, what that looks like for your life when you can maintain that state of having a positive mindset and a positive outlook. I'd ask you to think about those people in your life that you've been around, that are just super grateful people. They're super grateful for their life, for what they have, for the people around them. And think about those characteristics that come to mind when you think about those grateful people, and what do they all have in common? And we're going to talk about that real quick this morning. But first, I just wanted to say good morning. So good morning, Don. Good morning, Roland. Thank you guys for jumping on here this morning. I haven't been on here for a few days, so everybody's probably kind of off their schedule of jumping on here at 7:30. But and good morning, Don Manzo, Lydia. Thank you guys for jumping on this morning. So when you're around those people who are super grateful, and we're going to talk about both sides of this coin. We're going to talk about people who are super grateful and people that aren't, right? The people that you're around that maybe don't have that grateful heart. And what are the characteristics of those people? And I'm going to give you some warning signs as to what those people sound like and look like, and then the danger of having some of those people in your life. What's happening, Bob? Good morning, brother. So I made a list of things this morning that, characteristics kind of, just the makeup of people that I think are grateful and the things that they have in common. And so obviously those people who are grateful are generally happy, right? They're just generally happy. They have a very positive outlook on life. But some other things that I wrote down here, they're helpful to others. They celebrate all of the blessings of life. Thank you, Lydia. Good morning, Jeff. What's happening, man? So they're very happy. They're very positive. They're always helpful to others. They celebrate all of the blessings of life. Those people who are grateful typically you will see them embrace hardships or adversity with a lot of grace. You'll see them kind of embrace that stuff and realize that those hard times are just exactly that. They're just hard times. They're not permanent. Grateful people are typically, you'll find them serving others with their talent, their time, and their money. They're always generous to help others. They always want to see others succeed, and they do that through serving. You always find that grateful people will value the little things in life. And as I'm reading this list, guys, I want you guys to think about what of these things you do, what of these things maybe we could all do a little bit better, right? They value the little things in life. So they don't, they're not after just the big things. They might have big goals, but they also value those little things in life. Those little things are very meaningful to these people. They love to spend time with their family, with their loved ones, with their friends. They love spending time with just other people in general, right? They are grateful to and for people, not just things. So when you see people who are really obsessive over material things, we'll get to that in a minute, but they're not quite as grateful for people, that's usually a sign that you should do some evaluating there. So they're grateful to and for people, not just things. They are encouraging. They're always trying to encourage others to win, to keep going, to level up, to reach for the next level. They're supportive, so they'll always be there to listen, to do the things that you want other people to do in your life. They're always going to be supportive and encouraging. They are very balanced people. People that are grateful typically tend to be more balanced and more emotionally disciplined, as I refer to it, than those that aren't. So they don't experience all these crazy highs and lows that you see out of people that lack that grateful heart. The people that lack a grateful heart go on a roller coaster ride of their emotions. People that are very grateful stay grounded, they stay balanced, they stay emotionally disciplined. You will see a consistency as a result of that. So they'll be very consistent people for the most part. When I say this, I'm giving you characteristics. Everybody, regardless of whether they're grateful, is going to have bad days and moments where these things don't necessarily line up perfectly. But for the most part, you'll see them to be consistent. You will see them have calm reactions to other people compared to others. When things happen, how do the people around you react? Are they calm? Are they collected? Are they, thought out before they respond to you? What's happening, Andrew? My wife is on here. Good morning, babe. And Dayton, what's happening, brother? Good morning, man. They always want other people to win. They're always encouraging and wanting other people to win. Grateful people always want that for others. They frequently express their joy, and they will tell you how grateful they are. What's happening, Eli? Good morning, brother. They frequently express their joy. So you will see these people talking about how good their life is and, how grateful they are, or just how happy they are, and how happy they are for other people, and all the things that they're happy for. You'll hear those a lot. And the last thing I wrote down, I was doing some research for this, and I came across a phrase that I absolutely love. It said, they think outside the box. They think outside the box. So they find ways to show people that they're grateful, that are not, that are unexpected, that are unusual, that are outside the box. A great example of this, I got a voice note from Eli, who's on this stream probably last week, I believe. That was he just said, man, I'm just super grateful for the opportunity that we have, for, our company and everything that we have coming our way, and, for our team and for all the people in our life, our circle of people, the people that are on this stream are part of that. But it's finding a way to think outside the box, right? And those are some of the characteristics. There's plenty more, but I wanted to share with you guys some of those characteristics of just super grateful people. And hopefully you guys find that you have a lot of those on your list, in your life that you practice. And if you don't, that's fine. Just, go back and listen to this, write down that list, and try to work on those things, Try to wake up every day with a grateful heart. It's one of the first things that I do every morning is when I get out of bed, I turn to the side, I put my feet on the floor, and I just spend, a minute, 2 minutes, however much time it turns out to be, but I just spend that time just being grateful, just for having another day, just for being alive. Sometimes I'm even grateful for the challenges, right? Grateful for those moments of adversity. It makes you feel alive. How about those people that aren't grateful? So we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about them, but I think it's important to balance out what does the opposite look like, the people that aren't so grateful in their life, and what are those characteristics? Because these people, you have to be careful being around these people frequently, because just like anything else, this stuff wears off. And so we're going to talk about the characteristics of the people that aren't grateful. If you guys are finding this useful, please share it out to your personal pages, to any groups that you're part of, so that we can get this message out to more people. Because I think especially this one, if we had a more grateful world, man, it would be a better place. So how about those people that aren't grateful? Let's talk about them. So you find them to be irritated a lot, right? They're very unpredictable in the things that they say. Things that come out of left field that you don't expect, just kind of like, what is this? Like, where does this come from? Kind of stuff. Their emotions are all over the place, and Their emotions are unpredictable. Their emotions are irritated. Their emotions are maybe a lot given whatever happens. So something happens and you see these people just kind of overreact. That comes typically from a place of people who may not be so grateful in life. They're negative at times or even frequently. You know, they'll find the negative in any situation, right? They have what I call poor me syndrome. You know, things happen to them that happen to everybody else, but ungrateful people think that it only happens to them, right? And it's just not true, right? The things that happen in life happen to all of us. Adversity hits all of us, but it's these people that you'll notice this now that I'm kind of pointing it out to you. It's like when you buy a new car and you see your car everywhere. Now that I'm telling you about these characteristics, you'll see this in people around you quite a bit. And so not only do they have the poor me syndrome, but they will complain openly and often about adversity, about the things that everybody else faces every day, just like they do. But you will find these people complaining about adversity. They tend to have a sense of entitlement, like they deserve something, or you'll hear them complaining about why isn't somebody, doing something this way or the way that they expect it. And it's just not the way that it works, right? They have that sense of entitlement, people that aren't grateful. They tend to be building doubt into other people. This is one that really sticks out to me because, in our business, in the asphalt maintenance industry specifically, we were just at a trade show and our group of friends, hung out a lot together. And then those people that were, kind of new to our group or they were just kind of expressing their feelings about what it was like to be part of our group. The one thing that was consistent that they said about, people in our industry that were outside of our group or people maybe that they just interacted with before versus the people that were inside of our group is that our group was always encouraging to take things to the next level, to grow, to do, to pursue your dreams and really do great things in your life. And they said that other people are always telling them the opposite. And so they tended to gravitate to that energy that was always encouraging them versus those people who were maybe building doubt into their dreams or building doubt into every situation. So you'll find these people who aren't grateful tending to build doubt or doubt situations quite frequently. This goes into the next bullet point exactly. Tends to look for reasons why you shouldn't do something versus why you should. It's a characteristic, and you'll see it. They quietly or not so quietly, they don't want people to win. You will find this in life, and sometimes they are masquerading as people that kind of want people to win, but they really don't, or they don't want you to win bigger than them, right? People that are grateful always want you to win to the highest level of your potential, and it has nothing to do with where they are. They want you to win in your own world. And last but not least, but these people that are ungrateful, they frequently will express their problems to you, and they will probably express your problems to you as well. If you share your problems, they will constantly ask you about those problems and remind you about them, and they will try to keep you in that place. Subconsciously, by the way. I don't think that ungrateful people do a lot of these things consciously. It's just kind of the way that they're wired or their blueprint of how they were raised, or they just don't work on themselves enough to realize that they aren't grateful or that they are a little bit negative. And when I was researching this, I came across this quote, and I think it's a great way to kind of finish up these lists. It is not happy people who are thankful. It is thankful people who are happy. And, when you think about all the things in your life, there will always be plenty of challenges and adversity and things that you face in your life that you may not choose, for yourself. You may not choose to go through those things. But I promise you this, when I go back in my life and I think about those moments that really give me, the greatest feels, the goosebumps, if you will, it's usually those times of overcoming something significant, right? It's usually those times of adversity that I end up being most grateful for, because they teach us life's greatest lessons. If we just stay calm and stay grateful for all of the things that we have, those moments of adversity end up turning into life's greatest gifts. And I would encourage you guys to think about that today. How much time do you really spend just being grateful? Have you programmed yourself to be grateful for what you have? And I could promise you this. I've seen a lot of people recently, I've been paying attention to this, and people, expressing kind of, man, I just can't get to where I want to be. I just keep hitting this ceiling. And I can't seem to break through. I just keep hitting the same walls over and over and over again. And I would tell you guys this. I believe that until you are grateful for what you have, for your friends, for your family, for the house, the roof over your head, it doesn't matter where you are in your life. If you are not grateful for the things you have, for the very breath that you breathe, you will have a hard time getting other things, getting bigger blessings into your life, because the universe won't give them to you. If you are not grateful for what you have, it makes no difference where you're at right now. I was just telling somebody yesterday, they were asking me about my story, and I was telling them about all the hard times in my life, and all the times where I went from being very secure financially to not in a very good situation at all. And those times I never stopped being grateful for the things that I have. I probably had moments of flashes where I questioned why things were happening, or if I should even be grateful for the situations that I found myself in at times. And it was when I found that headspace of being grateful, and when I was able to kind of get myself back to what really mattered, and stop worrying about things and continue worrying about people, and investing into people and not worrying about what I had or didn't have. I've always had food on my table, and was able to find a way to take care of my family, and find a way to take care of myself. But it's when I found those moments of just being grateful and just finding that quiet time to figure out what really, really matters in life. It's those times that were the springboard to the greatest times of my life, to the greatest gains in my life, to the greatest new friends in my life, and new people and new opportunities. Because when you are not grateful, you will find yourself in a negative state. You will find yourself in this state that you are always looking for something more. Nothing will ever fill that cup. But when you are grateful, and you have a grateful heart and a grateful spirit about you, your cup will always run over. It will always, always, always run over. Because right now, right at this moment, it doesn't matter how bad your day was, how bad yesterday was, what happened when you woke up this morning. Right now, if you really try, if you take a minute, you will find hundreds, if not thousands, of things that will immediately come to your mind that you could be grateful for in this life. And when you do that, you will start your day better. You will have better days, and that will turn into better weeks and better months and better years, and eventually a much better and much more fulfilling life. And so I ask you guys to think about that list and be those people that were in the first list. Happy, positive outlook on life, helpful to others, celebrate the blessings of life, embrace your hardships and adversity, and have some grace, man, no matter what happens to you. Serve others with your talent, your time, and your money. Value the little things in life, and make sure you tell people that you value those things they do for you. Spend time with your loved ones and friends, and spend time. Get rid of your phone, get rid of the distractions, and actually spend time with people. Be grateful to and for people, not things. Things don't matter, people do. Be encouraging, be supportive, be balanced, be emotionally disciplined. When things happen in your life, don't just react to things and go crazy. Take some quiet time and figure out how you should or should not respond to these things. Be consistent. Be that person people can rely on. Be calm in your reactions to things when compared to other people in the world. cheer for other people. Want people to win, man. Make sure that you want people to win and you cheer them on and you let them know that you're cheering them on. Frequently express your joy to other people. And last but not least, I love this phrase, man. I'm going to use this forever. Think outside the box. Thank people and do it outside the box. Do it in ways that surprise people and make them realize how grateful you are. So with that said, guys, I'm going to sign off this morning, man. I appreciate you guys for jumping on here. James, Justin, Brian, Bruce, my man, what's happening? Trisha, Nina, what's happening? Good morning, Patricia, my girl, what's happening? Thank you, guys. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for the opportunity to sit here and share my morning with you guys. I'm grateful for this beautiful Wednesday that we have ahead of us. And I will see you right here tomorrow morning, same place, same time on Morning Perspective. Love you guys.